All right, good morning, guys. YouTube people, world, whoever, wherever. Welcome back to a half-fast 719. I decided to work on this. I'm gonna take this drive motor off, or I did already. So it's 10 bolts. They're 15/16 socket size, head size, nut size, whatever. But I think the holes are like 5/8 or something, 5/8 inch bolts. Anyway, got it out. Gives me a chance to clean all that crap. We got these. Yeah, it seems like the ones I bought that I have extra are a lot bigger than these, I think. Anyway, but yeah, so we'll clean all this up. I got the hoses, so I got to find these hoses. I think they just go to the filters, which I already technically cleaned them out. So one hose goes to that filter, and the other line, I think goes up to the control valve, whatever, which before I hook up that control valve and before I hook up this motor, I'm gonna blow out or run some diesel through these lines. But anyway, but yeah, I could take these off. We'll get to the motor in a little bit. Just trying to keep all this semi-organized. But yeah, trying to see. I don't have them over here, but so this is a hopefully Bobcat, and from what I've researched, these are Bobcat. There's a different brand out there, and yeah, it doesn't have this big nut on here. So I'm gonna pull this nut and just start tearing this thing apart. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to set you guys up. I'll try, but I don't know what those are. Let's see. I'm just gonna go around, loosen little by little. 1/4 inch. Or are they metric? Because it seems like everything is, metric or standard on this stupid thing. So let's try 7/32. That fits loose. I don't like it. I don't want to round out any of these socket heads. So we'll try 5 or 6. Probably 5. It could be 6. 6mm fits in there pretty good. 5 is way too loose. So I'm gonna use a 6mm on my Walmart Hyper Tough 3/8 drive impact. This thing's a pretty cool little tool. So I'm just gonna go around, if it'll even do it. So I don't think I'm gonna rebuild this. I might, depending on what I see in there. No, that's not gonna work. I gotta clean all these out. There's a Belleville washer, or spring in here. Anyway, let me clean all these out, and then we'll go from there. Because I want to take it all off equally, and then I'll just throw the bolts in a pickle jar. Anyway, let me clean them all and zip them all out, get this plate off. I'm gonna get that big bolt or cap off real quick. This does weigh a ton. It weighs 250, 300 pounds. So I had to use an engine lift cherry picker with a strap to get it out. And then I used a dolly right there, dolly to get it over here. Anyway, so you gotta work smarter, not dumb like me, because I did try to pull it off by hand, and then I was like, that looks heavy. Anyway, let me get all those off. We'll go from there. I'm just looking for metal inside there. If this one's all clean, see if I can't. If the O-rings and everything are good, I'm gonna put it back together and then maybe pull the other side off. The other side seemed fine. I have a feeling these brakes in here, the clutches or whatever, might be bad, so I might have to order a kit for this one at least. I know that side had a lot of power and I was able to feel the brake release on that one, so yeah, we'll check it out. I'll be back. All right, guys, I got it all apart. Well, 90% apart. I don't have this front hub apart because I don't think it needs to come apart, because the bearing and everything feels real solid in there. I can spin, I'm not gonna touch it, but I can spin this and it feels real tight. Clutches or brake pads or whatever you want to call these things, they all look, I don't know how they're supposed to look, so I'm gonna watch some videos on it, see how they're supposed to look, but they're not. The guy, How I Did It, I think that's his video, his YouTube channel. He tears one apart, and those are just trashed. So everything looks good. That all looks good. I mean, there's some wear marks to it, but it doesn't look that bad. This all looks good. It still has its factory machining, the waviness, because I guess that's how they make them. You do have to time these correctly, which I'll have to do. Yeah, I don't know how to do it, but I'll end up doing it. So I'm gonna look for a seal kit. And yeah, there's no metal, there's no chunks in this. So if there was chunks in anywhere, it would be in there. I don't want to touch it. So the metal would go in here and it'd come out all of these little orifices. Then they go into there. They go into this distribution block. So those holes will line up with these holes. There's no metal in here. There's no material on those. That's the distributor. Those go in there and they slush the pistons around or whatever it does. I don't know, I'm not a hydraulic person. I could tear stuff apart and rebuild it, no problem. But knowing what it does, I have no clue. But anyway, yeah, this looks good. In his video, he goes through the whole thing, tells you what to look for. This one probably would have been fine. I do think there is some seals leaking. I think this seal to that piece was leaking, so I'll check and see what these pads are supposed to look like. These little clutch plates, or whatever you want to call them. I call them clutch plates because I do dirt bikes and stuff, and that's what they look like to me. So it's a brake pack, clutch pack. I'm gonna see what they're supposed to look like. If there's supposed to be little nubs on it. If there's not supposed to be nubs and it's just supposed to be round, I'm gonna leave that and get a seal kit, throw the seal back on, throw this back together, and run it. Because I think, I don't know, I could be wrong. They look fine to me. They don't look as bad as some of the videos I've watched, but anyway, I'm gonna leave this mess here for now. It's warm, I'm sweating, and yeah, there is a hidden bolt in here. which was covered by a bunch of crud. So I was trying to hit it off. There was a bunch of material, a bunch of dirt and stuff all gummed up on it, so I didn't even see the bolt. I'm trying to beat it off, hit it, and then ended up counting the bolts. There's 8 bolts. I only had 7, so I was like, oh, there needs to be another bolt. Anyway, all right, guys. I'm gonna go relax for a little bit and come back out and probably clean all this up once I figure out what I need to order. I will be back with what I need to order. Well, no ride in the Yamaha and no yard work. I took the motor off to check it for material. Oh man, $3,800 for a rebuilt motor, drive motor. But it looks good. Everything looks good in there. The brake pack, which is kind of like a clutch pack, but it's all steels, I guess. I don't know. That looks good. The only thing I'm going to do is order a seal kit, reseal everything. These big seals look like they were leaking because there's rust on them. So that's good. So it's like $250 for a seal kit. And yeah, everything looks good. So I got pretty much everything cleaned up. Besides the actual hub, those have bearings in it, like wheel bearings. But there was so much fluid in there, I'm just letting it drain. Dirty bike's dirty.